guys want to do for lunch? Chipotle again? We had that like the last 2 days. Yeah, fine. It's fine. Oh, hi. What can I do for you today? Welcome to CGC. Looking to get some cards graded. Well, you are in the right place. We're offering a free 5-card preliminary grading. What is that? So we're going to take a look at 5 of your cards for free and then determine whether or not they would be worth grading by giving you a preliminary grade before we ship it off to our graders. Awesome. So you have 5 cards with you today? Yeah, let's take a look at them. Thank you. Alright, let's see. Okay. Very cool. The 3 starters and the 2 in the case. Okay. Alright, let's see. You mind if I take these out? Not at all. Okay. So we're gonna do the Charizard EX promo. We're gonna do the Gyarados EX promo. And then the 3 starters. The 3 starters. These are from the poster collection. Okay. Very cool. Very, very cool. Alright, well, I can get started for you right now. Have you ever used CGC before? No? First time? Okay. We do a week turnaround time on all grades. Something our competitors cannot keep up with. Big company that starts with the letter P that we won't talk about. But yeah, we try to get all your cards back to you in a reasonable amount of time. So let me just get everything set up here. This is our special grading camera that we use. Get my tools out. Let's see. So first we can look at this Gyarados. The Gyarados. Pop you out of here. Fun fact for better protection on these, if you're going to use these one touches, put a card sleeve in there. So let me just get a look at this right off the bat. So we grade on surface, corners, edges, and centering. So those are 4 criteria. So let me just get a look at our surface here. Let me see. Let me bring down our scope a little more here. Just a little more accuracy. Okay. I'm just gonna bring it up here a little bit. Okay. And surface looks okay there. We're just gonna take a quick look at the back with our bare eyes. I'm seeing a little notch of something here. Yes. Just a little ding. might not affect the overall grade. Let me see. We can get a little better look at it with just a little more light. Okay. Alright, then we're going to do the front with the light. I'm not seeing too much on the back. And then we'll go over centering as well. Yes, this is basically our process. We get complaints or horror stories about PSA. People sending in, pretty obvious 9s and 10s and coming back 7s, and some theories about some unstable individuals over there. They're having problems at home and taking it out on the final grades of cards. We have a 10-point process here where we screen all of our new applicants for graders for any emotional issues, so those don't come out on the grades. You're paying us to do a service, so we're going to do it to the best of our ability. Okay, I like what I'm seeing here for the surface. Let's just go ahead and take a look at our centering. Okay. At first glance, it's a little left to right. A little right heavy. Maybe a little right heavy and bottom heavy. Let me get a little more precise measurements. Okay. Alright. I can tell you Gyarados is in very good shape. You're looking at what we call, let me look at edges quick here. Kind of what you're looking at a 9.5, and we don't do 9.5s here, not like the other CGC, but basically for a preliminary grade, what that means is it would get either a 9 or it could very well get a 10. For a gem mint, we're not necessarily looking at perfection, we're just looking at a very minimum amount of flaws. Any noticeable or discernible surface dings or damage would definitely count you out from getting a 10. I know we've been a little more lenient on the English cards because the QC coming out of the factory, especially for the English cards, not as good as the Japanese ones that are coming out of Japan for whatever reason. So we are a little more lenient on things like centering. But yeah, I would put that as either a 9 or a 10. Do you want, actually, I'll set that aside and we'll actually get you a proper sleeve. How about that? Free of charge. You can keep your one touch. I mean, these are very cool for display. Alright, okay, let's see what do we got next? The Charizard EX right here. Okay. Pop that out for you. So where'd you hear about us? Oh, okay. YouTuber online, huh? Well, I hope he had good things to say. Alright, we have the Charizard GX. Let me just bring up my camera scope here. I'm sorry, EX, not GX. GX was a while ago. So one good look. Just with the bare eyes here before we dig deeper. Yeah, best way to kind of do this at home is like, you see how that natural light's kind of hitting the corners. You can kind of do a really rough surface scan. And then it'll kind of tell you if you see anything. Maybe you don't want to grade it. You know, a lot of people grade for value, but some people just, they want them better protected. So, yeah, all I can tell you is kind of what to expect from our grading process, and your reasons are your own after that. Alright. Let's give a good look without the light. Again, this is very preliminary. Our graders probably spend 3 times the amount of time on each card just to be thorough. Me, I'm only going to be about 5 minutes on each, just to give you an idea. Some interesting face details there. Those corners. Okay. Preliminary centering on that front looks really good, actually. It's the back I'm a little more concerned about. Just a little more. Just a little more concerned about the back centering. The surface looks really nice, though. Yeah, we'll see. It's less off-center than I thought. It's actually pretty decent. I'd say maybe a little right heavy, but barely. I think I'm more concerned about these print dots up here. If that's indeed what they are, yeah. It might prevent the 10, but again, print errors are a dime a dozen with Pokemon, I'll tell you that much. They just don't make these like they used to. Yeah, I'm liking the surface on this one. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think I've seen all I need to see there. And then we'll just get a good look at our centering. So we got it nice and lined up. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Pretty decent top to bottom here. Pretty decent. Yeah. Yeah. I'd say this is as close to 10 on centering as you can get. So, I mean, with this print dot up here, I can't give you 10. I would say it's better than the Gyarados, though. So I would just say 9.5, and again, that's not an official grade we do. I just say that's just saying I can get either a 9 or a 10, so I'd say 9.5 on that. Okay. you can kind of make a decision on if you want to proceed. And we're also doing, along with the free preliminary grading, we are doing a 5 for 50 deal. So if you wanted to send all 5 of these cards in, it'd be $50. Limited time offer. So we're looking at the Charmander next. It's a promo from the sticker, the poster, whatever thing. Yeah. Okay. Preliminaries, entering preliminaries. Kind of looking at that. Surface looks good. Let's bounce around some light. Not bad. That little whiting up there might knock you down on the Charmander. Give a look-see here. Oh yeah. You can say our front looks pretty good. No issues there. Surface wise. Yeah, it's this white dot here. I don't know if you can see that. I can get this in the right spot. Yeah. It's not the greatest there. And it's just all how you see those kind of little crimps, that's how they cut them. But the little bit of whiting up there isn't ideal, at least not for a 10. Okay. What is your main interest for grading these, if I might ask? Kind of a little of both. Mostly protecting. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this would be the way to do it. Yeah. Front looks good. Back looks pretty good too. I am noticing just kind of a few dings along the edge, really minor. I don't know if you can see that, but so I mean, you're looking at 9 here. If I were to be completely honest, you're looking at a 9. You never know, but I kind of know. Alright, we got the Bulbasaur. Okay. Last 2 will take me a couple minutes and then be on your way, get some basic information. Let me just get this in the light quick. On the Bulbasaur. Bulba. What do we got down here? Thought I noticed maybe a little nick right here, but again, it's just how they're cut, so we tend to be a little more lenient on these. Definitely looks left heavy. Yeah, which is translating here to the back, but we'll throw it under the little grading chart and see what happens. You got any big plans today after this? Yeah. Oh, that sounds fun. Yeah, I'll be heading out to a card convention here over the weekend. Yeah, the big one in Chicago. Yeah, I'll be there all weekend. Company has a booth set up out there, so looking forward to that. Okay. Well, while we're here. Yeah. Surface looks good. I don't see anything. Out of the ordinary. You see, these are just fresh out of the poster collection box. You just pulled them out today. Yeah, cool. Alright, yeah. Yeah, so far all your surfaces have been pretty good. No complaints there. Okay. Yeah, like I said, that left is a little heavy there. You can see how that's lining up. So, kind of based on that and looking at the back, I would say, that just centering alone is going to net you a 9. So, you're batting all 9s there for these starters, the promos. So, all right, last guy here, Squirtle Squad. Squirtle. Yeah. Yeah, it's a Squirtle, all right. Yeah, it's a Squirtle. Get some light bouncing off of it. Yep. Let's see. Nothing too crazy there. Alright. We're gonna bring it around town. Stop on your right foot. Don't forget it. Okay. Yeah, surface looks pretty legit. Alright. Yeah. Back looks good. Just kind of get a Yeah, that's right heavy. I can tell you right off the bat. How much? How much we will see. Turn you off, Mr. Light. Okay. Yeah. Very, 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 very right heavy. Let me just double check one thing. I'm looking at. Yeah, like About an eighth of an inch. There. Yeah. Bumped my scope. Yeah. You know, this one, it could 10. I go 9.5 on this for the Squirtle. Yeah. So, what are your thoughts? You're gonna get all 5? Okay. Yeah, you know, if you like them and you're not obsessed with increasing the value, you know, 9s will go up a little bit. 10s are really where it's at. They're exponentially greater. So if you wanted to send all 5 in, I can get that set up for you. I just have to go get a few sleeves in the back, and we'll start the paperwork for you. Okay? Alright, I'll be right back. Okay. And your name? How do you spell that? 2 Q's? Okay. Weird. And then the shipping address. Standard shipping. Our standard 1 week turnaround time. Okay, so we did have the Squirtle poster collection promo. $10. We had the Bulbasaur poster. 5 for $50 deal. The Charmander. Okay. The Charizard GX promo from Obsidian. Okay. And the Gyarados promo. Okay, 550. And just, you know, unlike some other companies, we don't do any upcharging for 10s if the value exceeds a certain dollar amount. The 5 for 50 will stand as is. We will not charge you extra. Alright, after tax, it's going to come to $57.28. Cash or charge? Charge. Okay, so I want to go ahead and swipe right there. It's a chip. Yeah, you have to put in the slot. There you go. Okay, and then just go ahead and sign there. Okay. Well, I will get these shipped off to our grading department. And then generally what we'll do is we'll send a text message with the grades. Otherwise we'll do an email. Which would you prefer? Email? What's the email address? Let me guess, you've had that since you were 15, 16. Alright, we'll send you an email when they're all graded with the results, and then yeah, you should be expecting them in about a week. Turnaround time, we'll have them done graded in a week, and then obviously it's a 2-day shipping from our warehouse. So, is there anything else I can help you with today. Well, thanks for stopping in, and thanks for bringing in the cards, and hopefully you will get some good grades. I think you will, because everything looks pretty good there, so. Yeah. Well, you have a good weekend. Yeah. Till next time.